What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for checking out another video here on my YouTube channel. I am, of course, DeeO, and this is some strictly laps from Aztec Raceway. This was August 20th, and obviously I'm not talking this, it should be obvious, but this is not me talking while on the bike. I'm doing this post. But what I wanted to talk about today was, as sad as it is for most of you guys, you're heading back to school. You might have already started, maybe next week, maybe next month if you're lucky enough in college or something. But no matter what, I just wanted to talk about going back to school and just kind of give some of my thoughts and stuff on it. So yeah, it's a bummer. You probably had an awesome summer vacation. You don't want to go back to school. You want to be riding your dirt bike every day or whatever. And obviously I understand that. But I'm going to sound like a preachy parent or teacher or something, but I get a lot of people who like write me on Snapchat and they're like, I don't really want to go back to school. It's boring. It sucks. And I just want to say, you guys, school is really important. I know every adult in your life is telling you that. So maybe taking it from a YouTuber that you watch, thank you for that, by the way, but maybe it'll mean more to you, but just how important school is. When I was in high school, I played basketball. I rode dirt bikes a little bit in the summer, but really throughout my high school career, that I did air quotes, you couldn't see them, but I did air quotes, I focused on basketball and then academics. Motocross was kind of a summer thing. It's how I not broke my wrist, that was later. It was how I broke my wrist, but it's how I dislocated my shoulder. And the worst thing about me dislocating my shoulder was that I wasn't able to play basketball my junior year. But the great thing about playing a stick and ball sport like that is it keeps you out of trouble during the school year, and you have to meet a minimum criteria of grades or you're going to be ineligible. I think it's a 2.0 or something like that, which is super easy. If you have it under a 2.0, that's just silly. You can definitely do better than that. And I know a lot of people, their parents take away riding based on their grades, and I think that's great because school is going to take you further than motocross ever will. And I'm sorry if that's going to crush your dreams, but I would say 99% of you watching this, you're not going to go pro. And if someone is fast enough that they're possibly going pro and they're watching my channel, that blows my mind. But we're just people who like riding dirt bikes for fun. You can't expect dirt bikes to really give you the quality of life that you deserve and to make money. You can't expect that you're going to be Ryan Villapoto or Ryan Dungey or now Cooper Webb making millions of dollars just for being great at riding a dirt bike. It's something we have to focus on as a fun hobby, and your schoolwork is much more impactful for the rest of your life. So for me, I did well in school. I don't mean to brag or say anything like that, but I did pretty good. I think I graduated high school with like a 3.7, and where I went to high school, we didn't have the possibility of like AP classes where these days some people can get like a 4.7. I don't really know how that works because I wasn't involved with that. Our highest was a 4.0. But I got a 3.7, I took the ACT, I got a 29 composite on the ACT, I'm pretty sure, and I got myself into college through that. Now college, I went to a huge school, well, much bigger. I went to CSU Fort Collins, Colorado State University. The CSU Rams, they're the rival school of the CU Buffs, which most of you probably know about because they're a bigger name than CSU. Anyway, it was a big school. It was much bigger than my high school, and it was overwhelming, and I did awful my first semester. I was really smart in high school, went into college, and my first semester of college, I actually found myself on academic probation mostly because I failed a 6-credit course, which in college they're weighted differently. So a 6-credit course is a huge course to fail. So that totally messed up my GPA. I wasn't happy with the big school. I didn't like my major. I was having a really hard time my first semester of college. So I actually ended up dropping out from CSU and moving back home for a semester. Lived with my parents while I kind of figured out what I wanted to do. I got a job. And then the following semester, so this was then going into the fall semester, I went to a much smaller school, which is the smaller version of CU. So the CU Buffs, University of Colorado, I went to the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs rather than Boulder. But that's really where I started to turn my grades around. I finished college with a 3.0 GPA, and that includes the first semester of the 1.6 or 1.7, whatever the heck it was. I like to block that out because that sucked. Don't get yourself in that situation. But really just what I want to say with that is, even though I went through all that, I really wish I had applied myself more. My senior year of high school, I coasted through. Instead of taking the higher math class, I already had all my math credits, so I didn't even take a math class. I had like 2 aid periods, which like a teacher's assistant type thing where I just kind of goofed around. I had like an art class. I did everything I needed to graduate, and then I just kind of had fun my senior year. And then in college, after that first semester, I focused on my studies a lot more. But then, you know, I still like played basketball on intramural teams and just goofed around. I did have a job through most of college. But what I really wish I would have done while in college was apply myself more for things like internships, kind of get my foot in the door when, even if it's an unpaid internship, that kind of sounds like it sucks, but that's the kind of thing that later is going to pay off for you. You get your foot in the door at a company, you establish your name, you get some work experience while you're going to school, and that's the biggest thing anyone who graduates from college will tell you. Everywhere they look, they want work experience, and you're fresh out of college, you don't have any work experience, and they want 2 to 3 years. So anything you can do like that to just set yourself up for success. And that seriously all starts in high school. Actually, it really starts in high school, but if you're only in middle school, because I know I have a lot of young viewers, you can start that pattern of good academic behavior all the way back to middle school. You know, you could be in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and just that's what it was in my school. I know some schools, middle school is different grade levels, I'm sorry. But, and of course, if you're overseas, secondary school or college is your high school, I think, something like that. Doesn't matter. The main point is, no matter how old you are right now, if you're in school and taking classes, do your best. Don't slack off. Don't sit in class and draw pictures of dirt bikes. I know that sounds more fun, and actually that's what I used to do. We didn't really have cell phones when I was in middle school, and high school we started too, but don't sit there and Snapchat all day. Don't be texting your friends. Apply yourself. While all your friends are goofing around and texting, and you're able to apply yourself and get a good grade, like kind of build your brain up, because you can't really work to get like a good score on the ACT. That's just all about having knowledge. So just study hard, do all that stuff, and then you can set yourself up to get into a good college. And then when you're in college, you can work hard, you can get an internship, you can get your foot in the door, and then you're going to get ahead in life. And after that, then you can have money. And when you're, let's say, if you're my age, which is now 26, you could be making 3 times as much as I am. You could buy a new dirt bike every year, and you can work Monday through Friday and ride at the track every weekend. And that may seem like it's really far away, but even if you're in 8th grade right now, if you start working hard this school semester, then in, let's say, 15 years, you're going to reap the benefits of your hard work. And while in school, everyone says, you know, I'm not making money here, I'd rather be working, I'd rather be making money. And then all your teachers and all your parents say, enjoy being in school while you can. Yeah, you guys, enjoy it. It's fun. Play sports. Don't just focus on motocross. We all love motocross here on this channel. But play baseball, play basketball, play football, wrestle, do something through the school, you know, make some friends through the school while also focusing on your grades. And I know it's hard for you to think that far in the future, and going to school isn't the most fun thing to do while you're doing it, but I just really want to throw in my 2 cents, you guys. Like I said, I know your parents say this stuff, I know your teachers say this stuff, I know your guidance counselor says this stuff at school, but maybe coming from me, someone who hopefully you can relate to a bit more than that, it absolutely 110% pays off. I haven't been watching the video, I've just been so focused on talking and trying to make my points, but I just really encourage you guys, apply yourselves, work hard. You know, I would be more pumped to have you Snapchat me 98% on your test rather than you Snapchatting me a picture of a dirt bike you drew while in class or something like that. No one's done that, but that's just an example. So you guys, I would talk longer, but my GoPro cuts off here. So thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome school year. Be nice to your teachers, be nice to your classmates, and until next time, as always, take it easy. And if it's easy, take it twice. And I'll talk to you later.